The British are fighting back against these migrants. More on that in just a moment, but you guys may have seen this headline recently. Reform pledged to build dozens of new immigration centres in areas that vote Green as they step up plans to remove 1 million foreign nationals. In a proactive move, Zia Yusuf said facilities designed to hold up to 24,000 people would be placed in areas where the public had backed a party committed to a world without borders. Under plans for a new mass deportation act, local authorities would lose the power to block unwanted facilities, leaving local residents with few options but to accept the new centres. Reform has committed to deporting up to 1 million foreign nationals over 5 years. If it gains power at the next election, those identified for removal will be offered a plane ticket and £1,000 in cash to help them make a fresh start in their home country. Those who refuse will be detained for removal. Reform said the plan would require the ability to detain up to 24,000 people at any one time, almost 10 times the capacity of existing immigration removal centres. Mr. Yusuf, Reform's Home Affairs spokesman, said it was fair to build those facilities in the areas that had shown enthusiasm for open border immigration policies. Now, this is a pretty funny solution from Reform, and I'm not the biggest fan of all aspects of this idea. Simply the part where we're giving them £1,000 and a plane ticket home. I think if you enter this country illegally, you should be detained and deported without any sort of cash prize present. But the idea of housing these people in areas that vote for Green Party is pretty hilarious, because have a look at what you voted for, live amongst these animals, and realise that it isn't all sunshine and rainbows, and that your suicidal empathy will come back to bite you in the backside. And talking about the Green Party and why I do think this is quite a funny solution is because these people that vote Green Party, first of all, are absolutely brain dead and deluded, but the people involved in the Green Party are absolutely mental. Have a listen to this Green Party member showing sympathy for these illegal migrants that assault and rape young British girls.
Because when there are incidents like the one that happened last I think it was in the summer with the rape and what have you and things, I mean, it's just devastating. It just, lives are ruined all round. Asylum seekers, these very young people, their lives are ruined.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing when I first heard that clip. I thought it was fake, but no, that is real. That is Green Party councillor Michelle Condecor saying that. That is absolutely sickening, and it's honestly vile. But thankfully, not everyone in this country is stupid, and they do realise there is a massive problem. And in fact, people are fighting back against it. British people in the streets are fighting back against these illegal migrants, these migrants that are causing chaos. Have a look at this clip where a woman holds a man who doesn't look British to a citizen's arrest after he tries to snatch her phone from her in London. Good on her. Why should we sit back and allow these people to take advantage of us? We welcome them to this country with open arms, and how do they repay the British people? They steal their phones, they assault their children, and they murder their family members. It's absolutely sickening, and British people have had enough. Take a look at this next clip where we see a British woman film her interaction with one of these disgusting migrants. In this case, he's very drunk, and he wolf whistled at her, catcalled her, and he thought he can get away with it. But he very clearly chose the wrong person to do so, as she confronts him and his sickening behaviour.
So this dirty mother think he could catcall me in the park, so I took his kicked his drink in his face. Oh, what are you drinking? Let's see. What's this? Some dirty drink, bruv. I'm not your sister.
Good on her again for confronting this sick individual. Now, we've covered stories on this channel in the past with these migrants, assaulting and targeting young women, sometimes, a lot of the time, underage girls in this country. But this might be a new one that I have seen, because now they are targeting the elderly, as allegedly this man who's in his car was touching himself towards a grandma in the UK, and her grandson was luckily there, filmed the interaction, and ended up giving him a good beating for doing so. Have a watch.
No! This is no good. No, don't get out my way like I'm a grown man. I know you are. I'll go jail for you.
This is no good.
I'll see you. Fear in your eyes.
This is no good. This is no good. This is no good.
Honestly,
I'm just calling to my girlfriend. I'm just calling to my girlfriend.
You little disgusting. I'm telling you now.
I know.
You.
Get his reg. OG10 triple L. OG10 triple L.
Well, it looks like no one is safe in this country anymore. Children have been targeted, adults have been targeted, and now the elderly are being targeted by these sick individuals also. But I doubt it will end there, of course, with the new gay influx of migrants coming to this country, the LGBTQ migrants coming from third world countries escaping prosecution for being gay. They're all coming to the UK now, apparently, so I'm sure they will target the men sooner rather than later. It is really a hellhole we are living in the UK. But guys, if you were to call this behaviour out, you are labelled a racist, you are labelled far right, you are labelled a neo-Nazi, etc, etc. But if we dial it back a little bit and we cover another story here, which has been doing the rounds recently on social media, of a British man stopping a foreign man in his tracks after he cut a queue at a theme park. He cut past multiple British people in the queue and he was finally stopped by a British father. And how did the man respond to being stopped from queue jumping? He labelled the British dad a racist. Have a watch.
Oh, he's pulled the race card. Oh no.
Well, I haven't done anything wrong. You're the one who's now pulling the race card because we're not letting you pass to queue jump. Everyone else is free. Well done. Well done.
Fair play to this guy. He stopped the queue jump. What a legend.
What a W guy.
Hey. good on you there. Good on you. Everyone's got their cameras out.
That's how to handle queue jumpers right there.
Yeah, wow. Good on him there. There we go, guys. Don't.
If I had to make an educated guess, I would assume that that gentleman that is queue jumping is either from India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, one of those countries around that area. And from what I've seen when I watch like travel content of people going to these extreme countries, I suppose like Bangladesh for example, there isn't really a queuing culture there. They all seem to like storm towards the thing they need to get to without actually forming an orderly queue. And clearly this gentleman thought that was acceptable in the UK. And I'm glad someone called him out because, you know, at the end people were kind of riling up a little bit, confronting the gentleman for doing so. But it took the one man to actually take a stance and saying, look, you're not going to get past me. I'm not allowing you to get past. Even after being called a racist, he stood his ground, which you have to respect. But guys, let me know your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video. As always, make sure you do like, comment and share, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel for more content like this, because videos will be coming every single day shortly. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.